Homework. SSS.gov. Register. It's the law.
That song may make a certain segment of listeners unhappy. Sicko Mode was played at halftime yesterday, but it seemed like it had to be, or a sacrifice had to be given in order for it to be played, and that was Spongebob. And the thing is, here's the thing. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. If anybody doesn't know, there was a petition. I don't even know how many months ago was it. I believe it was in
probably November whenever the creator passed away.
Yeah. So Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, passed away with his battle with ALS, and one of the SpongeBob's most iconic episodes was Sweet Victory, or Band Geeks. I'm sorry, Band Geeks featuring Sweet Victory, a moment of triumph in SpongeBob history, where all the characters came together to help Squidward, and they wanted it played at the Super Bowl, and it seemed like it was gonna happen. The Mercedes-Benz on Twitter tweeted out a GIF of SpongeBob. Maroon 5 hyped it up. Squidward's voice actor introduced, or was the mic man, or however you want to say it, the announcer, the PA announcer for the halftime show. And it was underwhelming, to say the least. So if you don't know how it went, about 3 minutes into the halftime show, Maroon 5 gets...
I think it was more than 3 minutes. Maroon 5 went on for a long time.
From the clip I saw, it was about 3 minutes.
It was a Maroon 5 concert.
It was a welcome interruption.
Sprinkle of Travis Scott and Big Boy.
And a couple seconds of SpongeBob.
Just a couple seconds.
So Maroon 5 is singing, SpongeBob cuts in, and everybody's going nuts. Oh my gosh, they're going to do Sweet Victory.
I stood up out of my chair because I was so excited.
And SpongeBob, and here's the thing. It's not that there was a 5-second clip of SpongeBob. It was the fact that they pretty much dubbed over it.
Well, when the horns start to begin Sweet Victory, you had the "It's Lit" from Sicko Mode.
The ad lib.
And then Travis Scott descended from space.
And he just took over.
He stole the show.
It was like a
SpongeBob
scene from
went Sicko Mode.
It was almost like a scene from Independence Day, I guess, as the fireballs were coming down and hitting Atlanta, which I guess may simulate Atlanta's collapse in the Super Bowl as well. I don't know. But
I will say it is fitting that one of the most disappointing Super Bowls was in Atlanta to open that new stadium.
I just want to point out.
And the first mixed Extra Point in Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Nice jinx, Jim Nance.
That was amazing.
Nice
the
jinx.
31 for 31 stat, and then Nance pointing it out, and then him just
I immediately knew. I was like, this guy's going to miss. I guess, I don't know. You know what? The more I think about it, the more I just say, that Super Bowl did not deserve Sweet Victory.
Agreed.
Preach.
And you know what? With all the outrage that's going to happen, we'll get it next year. The NFL will rectify it somehow. I don't know.
I think what we got is like an accomplishment in and of itself.
It is.
Like crowdsourcing a bunch of like Reddit users to get something on international television, the biggest TV event of the year, even just a mention of it, let alone an actual SpongeBob on the screen and a reference to the very thing we've been talking about. I think there's so much corporate money involved that the NFL was like, we'll give you 5 seconds of this stuff, Maroon 5.
Well, what
also shout out to Maroon 5 for being willing to do that kind of thing as well.
That's true. Maroon 5. A lot of people give Maroon 5 some ribbing about how they're not that good. I don't mind Maroon 5. Maybe they're not my first
like their new
choice.
Stuff. They're no Coldplay.
I'm not a fan, but yeah, true. I'm not a fan of Maroon 5, but I was okay with how they performed last night.
Yeah.
I did think it was kind of a weird choice for a Super Bowl in Atlanta, but that's not Maroon 5's fault at all.
No.
I mean, if you get asked to do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, when you're the fourth person asked to do the Super Bowl halftime show, you kind of just answer the call at that point.
Well, the opposite of not being Atlanta was being the most Atlanta thing that ever happened, which was Big Boy rolling up in a Cadillac and a giant fur coat.
Amazing.
Yeah, Big Boy coming out in his Kanye fur coat.
His Joe Namath fur coat.
And, and Travis Scott all there. And I didn't even watch much of the Super Bowl halftime show at that point. It was nothing bad happened. It's not no a la 2003 Justin Timberlake, drama. Although I think we probably would have liked it if it was.
Yes.
But as I was talking to Jacob before the show about it, just know that 2019 was the year that SpongeBob introduced Sicko mode at the halftime show. Put that sentence out there by itself. It's something.
Well, Mercedes-Benz Stadium tweeted out a video of them in a completely empty stadium. They played Sweet Victory over the entire stadium, and it would have been so much cooler if they did it in the actual game.
And I held out hope that they were going to do it at the end of the game.
Right.
But that's just the optimism.
Maybe they did. Maybe we just didn't see it through all the pushing and shoving, asking
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Brady to
Oh,
get out of
God.
the game.
That was
I mean,
so
we
bad.
can
And
get
Kraft
into that
and Brady,
if you want. But
Kraft and Brady kissing each other on the field.
No comment.
That was a very awkward
I mean,
moment.
not that there's anything wrong with that, but
Look, even our Weagle broadcast end better than that, and that's saying something. That was so. I felt uncomfortable. Like I felt uncomfortable watching.
were they
that.
not watching it? Like, just go back to the booth or
Why
something.
didn't they cut off Maria Taylor's mic? You could hear
Tracy
everything.
Wilson.
You could hear
You
even
mean
you
Tracy
could hear
Wilson?
every-
Tracy
Wilson,
Wilson.
yeah,
Why did I
Tracy
say Maria
Wilson.
Taylor? I'm stuck in
You
ESPN.
could hear everyone she
Tracy
was
Wilson.
bumping into.
Yeah, and at the end, I started hearing somebody like,
Jesus, are you all right?
yeah,
Someone
are you all right?
said that to her.
Tracy,
What
Tracy,
could
I got
you
you. Come over
say?
here. Come over here. It's like, what's going on?
It's like, where's your camera? Where's your camera? I'm like, holy cow.
Like, everybody just stopped.
And Tom was kind of trying to clear the way, and he's like, guys, hold on, but players kept coming. He didn't want to ignore the players. He was more saying that to the other media that were just swarming him.
And they just stood there.
Yeah.
They just stayed there in that mosh pit that was happening. And CBS, I think, punished us to make us watch this. Like, the Super Bowl was that bad. We feel like this is a little bit more entertaining
But
to let you have it.
What could Kraft have possibly have said to Tom Brady in that moment to get the response, Jesus, are you okay?
6 rings. I guess if somebody wins you 6 Super Bowls, I'd have kissed them too. Maybe that's just me. Yeah. Is there anything else from the Super Bowl that? Wait, Carter, you brought up an empty stadium. The Jordan Peele commercial.
Oh, that one got me.
Because we thought
They had me in the first half. I am not going to lie.
because we thought they would come back for the Super Bowl, and then it kind of started buzzing out, and then Twilight Zone, it's back.
Beautiful.
It's back. I don't know the last time they aired an episode. It had to.
There was the movie in the 80s, but that might have been it.
Twilight Zone's back with Jordan Peele, and that was a great way to kind of oh my gosh, this is happening, because a lot of people love Twilight Zone.
And it never clicked in my mind, but Jordan Peele is such a great host for it. I mean,
Yeah.
with his sort of creepy movies he's been releasing lately. I mean, this guy's gonna nail it. I'm pretty sure.
If you have any questions, you can ask us on Twitter, Periscope by asking on the live stream. We also have the merchandise giveaway. If you've called in, I just haven't seen it. I apologize.
I'm trying to keep my eye on
I'm
it.
trying to keep our eyes on it. So, once again, it's a Wiggle prize pack with stickers, buttons, keychains, and it can be your choice of a iPad. Oh gosh, I looked at the iPad. I'm sorry. There's no iPad involved, everybody. Your choice of a Wiggle water bottle or a Wiggle t-shirt. Sizes may vary. And the question is, the Super Bowl ended 3-0 in the first half. It was the second lowest first half in Super Bowl era. What was the lowest? We need what Super Bowl it was, the 2 teams that played, and the score. You give us all that, you get the Wiggle merch swag.
Do you want the halftime score along
Yes.
with the final score?
No, I just want the halftime score.
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
gave us the old record. Now the second. Well, no, it's still the record. Excuse me. And you can do that by calling in at 334-844-9228. 93-45. We only have a couple more minutes in this side of the break. Anything else about the Super Bowl? I mean, I think we've touched on everything.
I'll say there was one tweet going back to the Spongebob and Sicko mode thing. It was from September when someone basically mashed up Sicko mode and Sweet Victory together, and it fit perfectly. Like the trumpets went with the beat perfectly and everything. And that kind of popped up on my timeline yesterday whenever that happened because that guy somehow predicted that kind of.
What could have been.
Exactly.
I also, our dear friend Chris Tobias retweeted a beautiful recut of the actual Maroon 5 halftime show with all the pyrotechnics syncing up to Sweet Victory and Levine singing it, which I would have had mixed feelings on, but hey, it would have been a spectacle.
If Maroon 5 sung it, I wouldn't have cared. It made it.
I'm just sad Maroon 5 didn't do the Drake part of Sicko mode before Travis Scott
like a light
crashed in from space.
Carter, anything from you?
Not really. Well, other than the game that nobody talks about for right now for the Rams, quietly, Brandon Cooks had a heck of a game. He had 8 for 120. I don't think anybody realized he went for 120.
Because I don't think anybody realized the Rams' offense was on the field.
Yeah, right. And I think
I didn't know that they had thrown for 120 yards.
I mean,
It's true.
it is overshadowed a little bit by that probably should have caught it touchdown.
Exactly.
Oh, but that was.
I think the throw. I would blame
Goff
it
threw
all
it
on that.
late,
I mean,
and
yeah.
it's a dead duck.
I couldn't have made that
if it's
catch,
a spiral,
but
it's a touchdown.
It's Brandon Cooks.
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm going. I can't fault Jared Goff because if you look at the play, he was about to get lit up, right? Because they had a blitzing guy coming straight through the line. But in that type of throw, A, you got to get it to the end zone, and B, you got to throw to his back shoulder. You did neither one of those. So, and Brandon Cooks turned around way too late because he didn't expect it coming, right? He got to the end zone, finally looked back and like, oh, well, the game's over at this point.
Yeah.
Gilmore's in the air with the ball.
And then, then after the drop by Cooks, I mean, the very next play, Jared Goff just throws like a lame duck off his back foot that pretty much seals the game for the Patriots.
Yeah, it wasn't a great day for a Rams offense.
I think that was the turning point of the game, frankly.
Yeah, it wasn't a great day for a Rams offense that sometimes was explosive, but sometimes they just didn't show up when they needed it most. But with all that said, we're gonna end it right here with this segment, and when we come back,
she's in love with who I am.
yeah,
Back in
see,
high school, I
this is
used
how
to
Sicko
bust it
should have
to the
been,
dance.
along with
Now
Sweet
I hit
Victory.
the FBO
But
with duffels
with
in
all
my
that
hands.
said, when we come
I
back
did
from
half
break,
a
we'll talk about the
13
NBA
hours
trade
till I
drama,
land, had me out
Knicks,
like a light,
Mavericks
like a light,
trade, and the Brow Anthony Davis. Where's it going to end up? We don't know, but the NBA trade deadline is coming up. You're listening to Extra Point here on WEGL 91.1 FM or online at WEGLFM.com.
cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Think it's sweet, no, never. It's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Vegas in my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah. Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like, yeah. That's what we like.
There are 250 miles of trails in Alabama state parks. That's 250 miles for you to hike, bike, and explore. And it's something we want to share with future generations. Help us improve these trails by becoming a partner in the